Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for December 16th, 2016. And for your Friday, we're going to have high pressure over just south of the region here today. That's going to allow for temperatures to remain on the cold side. Still going to be some frigid temperatures out there today, but much different from what it was yesterday with those very gusty winds. Those winds were gusting over 40 miles per hour. In some cases, hit 50 miles per hour in wind gust, and with those cold temperatures, it felt a lot colder than that. Now today, we'll still be cold, stuck in the 20s across most locations, and some teens further north, but with the high pressure in control, you see the isobars are very spaced far apart, so winds will not be a factor. Winds will actually start turning from westerly to more west-southwest as this high pressure starts to move to the east and eventually south overnight. So we're not going to be dropping too far tonight. Temperatures will only go back down into the upper teens to lower 20s across the region, and that's going to set the stage for the next system that comes in. This is going to be on the colder side overnight. This is where the system comes in overnight with the snow coming in and streaking across Pennsylvania, mainly the northern half overnight, and then we have the rest of the snow that's going to come in. Looks like Saturday morning. Now there still could be, they're already still out on this a little bit here, with how much of what we call frontogenesis takes place, which is a really hard thump of snow, heavy snow, right before it changes over to any sleet and then freezing rain. So I still think you're going to get some good snow here in at least parts of the area before it goes over to sleet, freezing rain. But we do see that occurring here with this sleet, and this is Saturday morning. Still snow places farther east in eastern Pennsylvania and over into northern New Jersey at this point. But then, as time goes on, you can see warm air starts coming in. Now, there's a lot of freezing temperatures going to be taking place. A lot of valleys up in these mountains, in between the mountains here. The places that normally hold on to the cold air the longest are going to stay below 32. So even though warm air is affecting aloft because this system is moving to our west, that's bringing in warm air. But warm air likes to rise, just the heat rises, so it affects the mid-levels first. So if you have any cold air that's trapped down to the surface is below 32, and you have rain falling through that warm layer, once it reaches the ground, obviously it will freeze. That is freezing rain. If it's sleet, it's because you have a shallow layer of warm air aloft, and that allows the rain drops to freeze before they hit the ground, and that's what you have, what's known as sleet. So that's the difference between those two. We'll have all three that morning, and then maybe in the afternoon we start tapering off to just maybe a few isolated showers, and that's it. Let's go to the NAM. This is probably giving you a better representation of what's going on. Again, overnight we have that little bit of light snow moving in, generally after midnight for many places, and then we get that thump of snow right before you get the freezing precipitation, and that's going to be coming in as you progress to the evening, and it get really heavy for places. This map is now showing it's still very heavy snow at this point at 7 a.m. and that's from, it looks like, Allentown and points north and northwest and northeast. So all the way up into northern New Jersey, up in northeast Pennsylvania, still heavy snow, but just to the southwest it's changed over here at this point, and you're getting heavy sleet and both heavy sleet and heavy freezing rain at this point, and that will be continuing to change over from southwest to northeast, and then again, the usual spots that are colder are going to be able to hang on to that freezing rain a little bit longer. It might not end as rain, even though in those areas either. So if you want to get our latest call, we had our call map put out on the page last night. If there is a need for a change, we will do that today. We'll do it again today, probably a little bit earlier than 7 though, because I want to get this out before we have any precipitation moving to the area. That could start as early as mid-evening for our western areas, so we're going to try to get that as quickly as we can on Friday, but it might end up being a situation where we're just going to go and ride the call. We'll see. I just want to see how things go with overnight guidance, and again with the guidance that comes out on Friday morning. So we're going to wait and see with that. Right now, when you go on the weather alerts page, you will see the map for both snow and for ice that's expected with this system. A considerable amount of ice could occur out here, especially out towards central PA and portions of northeastern PA, so watch out for that. This storm is going to be moving through the region, and then again, we're going to have a break here, a very considerable break. Matter of fact, I wanted to go back to that image here on the NAM here to show you. You're going to get a considerable break here Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, where you're not going to get anything, maybe a passing shower, and that's it. It's going to warm up Saturday night ahead of this cold front moving in from the west, and here you see it early Saturday morning, still off to the west here, according to the NAM anyway. So you might, again, you're going to see quite a break, almost like it's two different systems, but it's really not. This is the cold front associated with it. And as it moves eastward, not a lot of precipitation with it, okay? So you get some light showers, maybe up to a quarter inch or so of rain for most places, maybe a little bit higher in some locations. But that moves off to the south and east. You can see this blue line right here. This represents a 32-degree line. So you will have temperatures crashing toward the end of the day. It's uncertain how quickly that happens right now. I'm leaning against it not happening super fast. So we will have an opportunity for whatever rain fell Sunday morning to dry, with any front, you have the winds blowing, so it will dry it out a little bit. And if you have a break of about 6 hours between the time the rain stops and the freezing temperatures comes in, I think you're going to be okay as far as black ice is concerned. But we will keep an eye on that just in case. Right now, it's not a big concern. We'll readdress that over the weekend. Anyway, we'll go past that here. GFS is suggesting you might have a few wet snowflakes at the very end also. That is also a possibility. It will be of no consequence, though, not expecting any accumulations. And then we get back to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're cold, at least Monday and Tuesday. We start to moderate a little bit once we get to Wednesday, but dry through this entire period. High pressure is going to be off to our south by the time we get to Wednesday. And once this passes and gets off the East Coast, by the time we get to Thursday, you can see that moving off the East Coast here, right there. And this is going to start promoting warmth coming back in here as we head toward the 22nd of December, which is out on next Thursday. So we're going to get back into the 40s again. We're going to have a warm-up, okay? We're going to have a warm-up over Christmas. This is not going to be a blowtorch time of warmth. This is not going to be break out the shorts like we did last Christmas. Chances of a white Christmas are on the low side, but we're not talking about very warm temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be in the 40s. Still above normal, still too warm for snow. But nothing like last year. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for December 16th, 2016. Have a great Friday.